Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody is good on this beautiful Saturday morning. Luckily, our snow here is finally melting, so that's a good thing. Today, we're just going to be learning some very basics. If you've not stamped before, or you've only stamped with a kit, or you've only come to Crafts and Cocktails, maybe, I'm just going to show you a few little items that you need to get started. So this is a very basic workshop. Or gathering. So we'll just show you some tools that you will need. So I'm going to go ahead and change my camera view. Please unmute and ask questions if you have them. I will try to watch for any questions in case you type it in. You can also type it in the chat. So I'm going to change my camera view. Okay. And today we are going to, sorry, I'm still looking at the view here. So I'm trying to get just the speaker view and not, this is just my second Zoom, so I apologize. I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys how to get started. So hopefully you can see me and you can figure out how to best see the desktop here. So hopefully you're smarter with Zoom than I am, because I'm not very good with technology. Just had my husband in here complaining to him about stuff. So, but okay. So I just have a couple of supplies here. I'm just going to show you real quick. So the first thing you need to do when you're crafting is you need some cardstock. And cardstock is a little bit heavier in weight than your regular paper. So you can fold it a little bit nicer, and it's a little bit nicer base for you. But, and this is a 8.5 by 11. Most of it comes this way. So it's called cardstock or cover stock. We also have at Stampin' Up, we have one called thick cardstock. So if you want a little bit even thicker base, you're not going to layer anything, then you could use the thick cardstock, which might be a nice beginning for you if you're just going to do single layer cards. So the other thing that's really important is you're going to need a cutter of some sort, something to cut your cardstock. So I have the paper trimmer from Stampin' Up here. So that's what I use. There's lots of different things out there. Now you'll just want to make sure that you have a place to measure and something that has an arm on it so that you can extend it, because if you want to cut your paper this way, oops, where am I? You want to cut your paper this way, you need to have that little extender arm so that you can cut bigger pieces of paper, or if you're a scrapbooker. So make sure if you get a cutter that it has an extension arm on it, so that you can make sure you get everything cut that you need to get cut. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just cut a regular card size. So our regular card size is cutting this sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, cutting it in half. So we're going to cut it in half, which would be 5.5. So I have a little markup here that says 5.5. I added this little ruler thing on mine, so most of them don't have that. But if you have a Stampin' Up paper trimmer, and then this is a scoring blade, and then this is a cutting blade. So I just drag this down, line the paper up with the top. There's a little ledge on this top part. You line it up with the very top, and then just cut your cardstock. Okay, so now I have two cards, two pieces that are the same size, okay, which are 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, now we're going to want to score these. Now, why do you score it? Because it actually just folds better instead of wrinkling the paper. So you just go back and forth with the scoring blade. So hopefully your paper trimmer, and you can see it makes a little score there. Okay, and I was always taught that you fold away from a score. So that means that here's the dimpled part. So it's in. This side you can see is poked out. So you always fold away from a score is what I was taught. So that's a great contestment between stampers. Do you fold away from the score or with the score? I don't know. So, but anyway, that's what I was always taught. Sorry, let me straighten this up for you. That's what I was always taught. It doesn't really matter, but also know that it is easier to stamp on something that is flat. So what I like to do is go ahead and find the middle, go ahead and score it, and then fold it back out flat, because it's always easier to stamp on something that's flat. Okay, I'm going to try to adjust my light because it seems a little dark. So I'm going to adjust the light just a little bit. Okay, and then what we're going to do is I'm just going to use the basics for stamping are an acrylic block, unless you're using a wood block. Most all of our stamps in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, well, all of our stamps now are either photopolymer or cling. So you have to start with an acrylic block. The cool thing is you can just keep reusing this. And I have this, I have block E. So after we get done here, if you want, you can pop on over to my store, and everything we use today will be in a little cart. So you can just click on that and you can put all of these supplies into your cart really easily. You don't have to go through and pick individual items. So anyway, we've got our block. We have our stamp set. I'm going to use this one today. It is a cling stamp set. That just means it's clear. You can see through it. It does stain a little bit, as you can tell. So this piece hasn't been used before, so it's clear. These have been used. They're just stained. That doesn't affect the quality of their stamping. Okay. So what you're going to do is I just peel off, because these are kind of stuck to the case here. I just peel this off and I put it face down, and then I just, whoops, sorry about that. Grab this, my clear block, and press it down, and now it's stuck on my block. So now I have a stamp. Okay. I'm also stamping on a piece of paper that is thick. I need to grab a piece of foam though, because I have photopolymer, and for photopolymer, you need to use a little piece of foam. Luckily, I have one right here. Okay, I'm just going to put this little piece of foam under my stamped area. This just gives, the foam just gives the stamp a little bit of cushion. So, okay, so now we have our stamp ready. It's on our block. We have our cardstock ready and scored. Now we just need to choose our colors. So I chose, we're going to do a Valentine's card today. So I chose just kind of some pinks, blue. So I've got Flirty Flamingo, Pretty in Pink, or Petal Pink, Melon Mambo, and Pool Party. So got those. I'm going to start, with this card, I always start with the lightest color. So I'm going to start with the Petal Pink. And with our pads, you're just going to take the little thumb area right here, okay? And you just put your thumb in there and pop it up, and then it flips over and slides closed, okay? That way, when you're storing it, all the ink is stored on the top, okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my pad here, and I'm going to hold my pad down because they're kind of sticky. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. And I'm just going to stamp this firm, even pressure right in the middle. Okay. And it's a real light color. This is called Petal Pink. Okay. I am also going to, I'm going to use another little stamp from that set. And I'm just going to use a little bit smaller block. So I'm going to use the little tiny hearts. And I'm going to grab a different block.
Yeah, so when does the log in, watch it.
So I am going to just tap, tap, tap real lightly on that. And I'm just going to stamp these little hearts right down here. Okay. So this is our lightest color. We're done that. Okay. So now we're going to close this up. So pull on it and snap it closed. And then this is just a little piece. We have a Stampin' Chamois. It's just wet with water. So I just have it in this little, I don't know, gum. I got gum in this maybe. And it's just, like I said, wet. And I'm just going to clean off my stamps. and put that back in there. And just, that's how I store it. It comes in a like a 6x9 sheet, and then you can cut it to whatever little sizes you want. Now, if you don't have something like that, what you can do is you can use a baby wipes or just even a wet paper towel. Now this is called Flirty Flamingo, and you can see I've re-inked this stamp. So that's kind of what it looks like when you add a re-inker to it. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap to kind of even out the ink. I'm going to stamp this one down a little bit. Firm, even pressure. And I'm going to take my little hearts again, tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to kind of put them off here, kind of going off to the side. Okay. So far, so good. And get our cleanup pad. Clean this off. So you always want to clean your stamps before between changing colors. Okay. If you're not changing colors, you don't have to clean your stamp. We're going to do Melon Mambo. Okay. Hold it down. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to do this one over here. Kind of overlap it with those other hearts. This one's a little bit darker. And tap, tap, tap for my little hearts. Stamp them up at the top there. Okay. And have one more. So let's clean this. I wanted to bring in just one other color that's kind of a little pop of color. So I do have Pool Party. Thought that kind of went really nice. We do have a color wheel that you can get. So this is Pool Party. So, and I thought, well, let's actually do a different one so I can show you how to change the stamps. So I'm going to peel this one off. Okay, just make sure it's clean, peel it off, put it back in your case, and then I'm going to peel off this little guy who kind of has some little stripes on him. Okay, and tap, tap, tap again. Just going to stamp him straight down and add a few more little hearts. I'm going to put him over here. I'm going to put some, let's put him right there, kind of overlapping. Okay. So there we've kind of got our little card made, but we want to have a greeting. So the cool thing about Stampin' Up! Is all our stamps come in a set. So this one actually has several different greetings that we can use. So I'm going to put these away. Okay, we're done using those. And let's see, should we do lots of hugs and kisses? You and I make the best team. I think I'll do that one. Make a card for my husband today. Okay, so you and I make the best team. I'm going to go ahead and pick the boldest color. So this is the Melon Mambo. Open it, slide it. Okay, tap, tap, tap. I'm going to just put it right up here at the top. And there is your card. Now what we can do is also, I'm going to clean this off a little bit. And peel this off. I forgot we can embellish the inside. So we want to make sure the inside matches the outside. So let's go ahead and get our little hearts back again in our Melon Mambo. So here's our card. Okay, cute. And I'm just going to use these little hearts and the Melon Mambo again, and I'm going to stamp them on the inside. Okay, just kind of brings the whole card together. Now you can put another greeting, so you could put sending a big hug, anything like that. Happy Valentine's Day. Yep, we could stamp that. Let's go ahead and stamp that on the inside. So I peeled it off. Let's stick it on here. Let's just do Happy Valentine's Day. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, am I in the thing? Sorry, I've just been stamping and I forgot about the camera. So Happy Valentine's Day. And there you go. So that's just basic stamping. Those are the only supplies that you really need to make a card. I am going to show you one little extra because I'm always extra, you know. So I'm going to peel this off. You might want to, you'll have to have an envelope because you want to make sure that you mail your card. It's like sending a hug in the mail. So you want to make sure you, this is one of our envelopes. So I just stamped a little bit of a couple of the hearts from that same stamp set here. Now I'm also going to add a couple of these embellishments. These are the adhesive backed heart sequins. So these are sticky on their own. So the cool thing is you just pull them out. Okay, they're already sticky. I'm just going to use this take a pick tool. It has a pokey tool on one side so you can poke up underneath it, or it has a putty tip. You just pull off the putty there, twist it, and it pull off the tip, twist it, and then more putty comes out, and then you just stick it on here, stick it and slide. And then I'm just going to put it down. Okay. And then I'm going to go to a medium one, stick and slide. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn off my phone. Poke that down and then to get one of the big ones over here and put him right there. And those are kind of shiny, so you want to make sure you get your fingerprints off of them. Okay, so we added a little bit of embellishment there, and there is your card. Okay, how fun is that? Very simple. Stamps, ink, and paper. Okay, pretty much that's all you need to get started stamping. So like I said, head on over to my store. You can just type in Diana Pedersen Stampin' Up, and it should take you to my website. And then if you click on my store or my projects, you can click on this project and it'll have a whole, oh, let me switch. Sorry, let me switch back to my face. Hi. So go to my store, click on this project. There's a picture, although it's sideways, and that's what I was getting, talking to my husband about, is I can't figure out how to get the pictures not sideways. So I'm sorry. I even texted Stampin' Up, and what they told me to do didn't work either. So, but anyway, if you click on the picture, it should come up normal, and you should be able to click on the cart. It just will add everything into your cart for you, and you can check out that way. And the cool thing is you can pick a free gift right now. If you put all those items in your cart, pick a free gift. So, because it's celebration. So thanks guys for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and